Why should you use a pair of headphones when recording your music? Watch this short video to get a clean recording and capture a better performance. Along with your mobile device and an app for multi-track recording, you'll want to use a pair of headphones while recording your audio tracks. If nothing else, remember that the microphone's job is to record whatever audio it can hear. Now, this includes not just your voice or the instrument you want to record, but also any other noise in the room with you. When laying down track number 1, you'll most likely want to perform that part to the click track, the metronome or tick-tock sound in your mobile app that establishes the beat and tempo to get you started. Now, playing to a click track isn't always necessary, but depending on the type of music you're making, it's almost always going to make things easier when you add more parts, and especially when you start collaborating with other musicians too. It's a learned skill to be sure, but don't overthink it or try to have perfect timing either. You're not a robot, so use the click track as your guide while still keeping the human feel of your music intact. The important thing right now is to make sure that you can hear the click track, but your microphone cannot. Now, this is where using a pair of headphones lets you hear what you're playing to while keeping the room quiet enough so the microphone only captures the audio you want it to at that time. Headphones help isolate the sounds you need to hear, like a click track or other recorded parts, while you use the mic to record a new audio track. When the sound from one thing starts to leak into the mic when you're trying to record another sound, we call that audio bleed or bleeding. Since the mic can hear both sounds, they both get recorded onto the same track, and you won't be able to separate them later. Now remember that with multi-track recording, we want each sound on its own track, so audio bleed is generally something to avoid or at least minimize when you can. Once you've gotten track number 1 down, you can record the next track while still listening to the playback of track number 1 and the click track in your headphones. Rinse and repeat until you've gotten all of your tracks down. Now remember that MIDI tracks are data only, so your mic isn't being used when you record virtual instruments. It's when you record audio tracks that you need to be careful about background noise and audio bleed into the mic. Now, to be clear, let's make sure you're using an actual pair of headphones that are designed for listening only, with no built-in microphone of its own, speakers only. A headset, on the other hand, has the speakers for your ears, but also has its own microphone. This is convenient for phone calls and Zoom meetings, but it's bad news for recording your music. See, even if the headset doesn't prevent your mobile app from working correctly, having that microphone so close to your ears can still allow audio to bleed from the headphone speakers right into the mic, which is not good. And finally, please remember to keep the volume down in your headphones when recording. When the volume is too loud, you can not only ruin your recordings with audio bleed from the headphones into the mic, you can also permanently damage your hearing, so please, always protect your ears if you're even remotely serious about your music. Well, that's all for now. If you want to learn more about getting started with how to record your own music, be sure to subscribe to this channel, and please share this playlist within your musical circles.